We're gonna get really intimate today, by the way. Hey guys, Suz here. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever, face to face. Oh, here come the girls. I've talked to you a lot, but just not face to face. So today I am coming at you bringing a full day of keto eating. I've been following a keto lifestyle for about 2 years now, and I originally came to it as a way to control my type 2 diabetes that I developed after having gestational diabetes that didn't go away. I know most of you are here for our weekly keto dinner idea videos, and don't worry, those aren't going anywhere. We'll still be doing those every week, but I have been promising a handful of you guys, looking at you, Jan, a more vlog style video. You guys wanted to see kind of behind the scenes, and this is behind the scenes, one of our behind the scenes. So it's about 9:30 in the morning right now. We just got done getting them straight with their breakfast and stuff for the day. We're still feeling really snuggly. Hugs, yes, hugs. I love you. I love you more. I love you most. I love you bigger than the sky. Good job. Oh, good, see, honey. So 5 a.m. got up this morning and was like, I am gonna get to it. I'm gonna get editing and go ahead and knock out some water. So this water jug, I like it because it doesn't have any condensation on the outside of it. It is about 44 ounces, I think. So generally I try to get in 2 of these a day. If I can make 2.5, that's just gravy. That's awesome. I did already have a cup of coffee this morning, so I will factor in the coffee that I already had in my macros. It's, you know, really easy. It's 150 calories and it's pretty much all fat, just like 1 carb. The only thing that is like a really guilty pleasure for me with it is the syrup, sucralose in it, and of course that's automatically gonna break any kind of fast. So, but I'm super stoked for my second cup of coffee this morning to try this keto cocoa powder by Nutrients. It is an MCT powder, and they said that you can add it to your coffee, or, you know, the instructions, you can add it to water just like you would a typical hot cocoa mix. I think it would probably be really good like in almond milk. So maybe in the future I'll film a whole video on this, we'll see. And, you know, my husband and I will try, and I don't know where he is right now. Oh, there he is. There we are. And now I can look nice and tall. I like that. So, how are you're gonna try some of this morning?
I am.
And how are you gonna try yours?
I have no idea. I think I'm gonna put it in some water.
Okay, you're gonna try straight water,
yeah.
And I'm gonna try straight coffee, and use your ice for me because. Here, you talk about this for a second.
Okay.
While I go get my glasses. So we've got our medium chain triglycerides powder, cocoa, guar gum, Himalayan pink salt, silica, monk fruit extract is what it's sweetened with, which is known not to impact blood sugar, and natural vanilla flavor. But I will check my blood sugar after I drink this, an hour after, and I'll do that on camera and we can double check what that's doing for me. And natural vanilla flavor, not too crazy about that natural vanilla flavor. We know that's kind of an umbrella for all kinds of stuff. And it does contain milk, which is a little bit of a bummer, but overall I think the ingredients look good enough for me to definitely have, but for a lot of you out there that are stricter, this, you know, might not be for you. You might not dig that, but for me and us, as long as it doesn't impact my blood sugar, I'm kind of, you know, about it. So 3 grams of carbohydrates for 1 scoop. You get 20 servings in a container. And like I said, it does have 1 gram of sugar, and I'm sure that's coming from the fact that it contains milk. But maybe not. Maybe Nutrients can clue me in better on that. So add 1 scoop to 8 ounces of water, coffee, or favorite milk and mix well. Take 1 to 3 servings per day. So I'm gonna try this in a cup of coffee to start with. And my favorite coffee that I drink is this Donut Shop chocolate glazed coffee. This doesn't have carbs in it. It sounds like it should. I drink this with the chocolate sweetener that's, you know, a lot of people be like, that's not keto, but it is for me. Heavy whipping cream like I was saying earlier, and Kerrygold butter. So tablespoon, well that's a little bit shy of a tablespoon. A tablespoon of cream. So we just have 1 scoop in here. And I'm just gonna kind of just put all the stuff in my coffee. Our coffee pot's got jams.
Ooh, careful.
Ooh, that smells delicious now. So anxious to see how this tastes. This company also makes a lot of electrolyte powders, like lemonade and stuff like that. If you've ever tried anything by them, comment down below and let me know which flavors are your favorites so I can check those out next time.
Oh, pick up.
So I can't get all of it to mix all the way in. That might be because I put it in the cup before I put in the coffee. I usually do that with anything that I drink because it helps it mix better, but sometimes powders, you know, it's mostly, let me see if I can show you guys. So it's mostly mixed in, but, you know, it just has like a couple little places, like I said. And maybe if I put it in the top before or after, like you do hot cocoa, it would do it quicker, but it's all kind of melting and coming together. And you can see with the butter and the cream in there, it's nice and creamy consistencies.
Hey, Blair. No, ma'am.
It's got a good chocolate flavor to it. And of course it's mixed with the chocolate coffee. This is maybe a little too sweet on me, but it's growing on me. It's definitely got a really, really good flavor. I'm really weird about sweeteners. Like I don't even drink Diet Coke. I drink Coke Zero. And that tastes fine to me, but Diet Coke, like the aftertaste from the sweetener just gets to me. I think it's really good, but it does have a little bit of the aftertaste from the sweetener. Like I said, the more I'm drinking it, you know, that's going away, and I definitely didn't need to add any of my sucralose, so that's really good. And I'm definitely glad I added the butter and the cream. So I'm anxious to see what he thinks.
So it looks like this combined a little bit better with the water than it did with your coffee.
I think it was user error on my part.
There's still a little bit of stuff at the top, but it might just have something to do with the liquid. It's not as sweet as I thought it would be, which is good for me because I'm not a really sweet person when it comes to food. It kind of just tastes like chocolate milk if it was a little less creamy.
Hi.
So that can't be bad.
So you don't feel like an aftertaste? Like the sweetener doesn't bother you?
No. Where's your coffee?
Is it coffee?
Where's the coffee?
This is coffee.
There's the coffee. All right.
It's like the more I drink it, the more I'm getting used to that, but that's just how I am about sweeteners. I'm a erythritol girl through and through.
It's good.
So
Good
it
stuff.
has to be just right for me to really, you know, but I think maybe if I used 1 scoop of this to like a super large, like 2 cups of coffee or a cup and a half, that it would be perfect. So like if I was using a regular coffee pot and like brewing a whole pot of coffee and could adjust it a little better, I think it would be perfect. This one, the monk fruit, I definitely like better than the stevia. I'm just not a stevia girl, like, but anyway, we'll wait an hour and then check my blood sugar and make sure that that monk fruit hadn't done me wrong. And we're at 97. That's a freaking win. Any of you out there battling diabetes, pre-diabetes, gestational diabetes, you know how awesome that is and how awesome it feels when you see that sugar number so low. I am freaking starving today. I'm just feeling a little done. It's just now 1 p.m. I still haven't finished putting in my Instacart order, so, but I just can't go any further today without eating. So my husband batched a whole bunch of these Chaffles. We are cool with them being like a little bit, you know, not as crisp, because we like them to be more bread-like. We got this mix last time from Costco. It is sopressata, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, capicola, and Genoa salami. I'm sure I am massacring that. If anyone is Italian watching, please tell me how to correctly pronounce these meats. What I do know is that they all taste great, and all of these particular ones have 0 carbs per ounce, which is what I like. Here are the macros. I don't know if it'll focus, but we'll go through that breakdown when we get done. And then we also got some of this Havarti cheese for a serving size of 1 slice, and these are like whole big slices, is 0 carbs, 6 grams of protein. Like, I'm probably gonna end up going higher on my protein today than I would like. I mean, I'm getting in tons of fats too. Anyway, here are the macros on that. See if it'll focus without me in the frame. There we go. Oh, and I'm super stoked that we are gonna try these for the first time. Quevos sent us gluten-free, grain-free, keto-friendly snack made from egg whites, healthy fats from avocados and chia seeds. Hey babe, you wanna come read these?
And then we got ghee, clarified butter, milk protein isolate, inulin, which is from chicory root fiber.
Okay, very tiny print, and I have lost my glasses again. So sour cream and onion flavor. So 8 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber. It says 4 grams of net carbs. These are the sour cream and onion ones. Here we go. You guys can see that. And that's what they look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these before we make our sandwiches so that I can taste it. Let's try all of them.
Try all of them? You want to try the same one at the same time?
They smell delicious. They're nice and not as, you know, broken up as you would kind of expect. That's awesome.
I'm just looking at the difference between the couple of them. The only big difference seems to be whatever is going to be in your seasoning blend for the difference in flavor. Other than that, the same main ingredients seem to be the same across all 3.
So we're trying sour cream and onion first. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited. Oh my god. That is so good.
It is. It's delicious. It's really, really, really good.
Mmm. Oh my gosh. The flavor of this is like tremendous. It's got a little crispy to it, but it's like an air fryer kind of crispy. Like, it's like a combo between a chip and a cracker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, but that seasoning blend is like...
That's really good.
Oh, I'm just like eating these now. So, sour cream and onion is definitely my favorite. These are a win. All right, let's make our Chaffles.
Can tell that you have something on your mind right now, but I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax. All your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright. All night, we're all about the good vibes. All about the good vibes.
So, his has all of the meats. All the meats. Mine I just did sopressata. And we're gonna get really intimate today, by the way. I'm gonna talk with my mouth full and do all those things. And we're gonna just keep trying to shove these down really quick. He just was working on getting the girls' lunch together too. They weren't as hungry because they've had lots of snacks. And we're just having leftovers for dinner tonight. Like I said, I have to finish editing the other video that takes me hours. Well, my best laid plans are not going exactly the way I wanted them to today, but that is real life and we're keeping it real around here. I had told y'all, I think in the last clip, that it's storming and it was supposed to be sunny today, and it's storming and raining kind of came up out of nowhere, I guess. Which happens, it storms almost every day in the summer here, which is nothing new. No biggie, so I decided to hold off on the Instacart order. I'm trying not to have another cup of coffee, but I might have to. I'm running on fumes. It's only 3 p.m. It feels like it's 8 o'clock at night. Ellie is in there with the girls. They just got done running around, like I said, full force and playing. I'm over here surrounded by Play-Doh. We've been building cake stuff. This was, the girls both just had a birthday, and this was a gift from their aunt and uncle and cousins, and they have been having a blast with it, so thank you guys again if you're watching. And shout out to my little nieces if they're watching. We love you, we miss you. We're also doing curriculums for homeschool. We're having leftovers for dinner. We're gonna figure up all those macros. We're gonna do a nice roundup summary of our macros at the end. This is our first time back to vlogging in forever. Bear with us. And here is dinner. This is absolutely incredible soup. It has a little tiny bit of a kick to it. When I ate it the first night, I don't know, maybe I just got like all the peppers Ellie said. No, it's still there. It's nice and spicy. And I eat the like couple of tablespoons too quickly, and that's what makes me be like, ah. Okay. I'm gonna get another little mini Coke on that note. In case y'all hadn't noticed, like this is pretty much the worst thing that I do. I go through phases where I try to decrease it, but I'm just not gonna try to give it up. It's just, I'm just not. It doesn't affect my blood sugar as far as in spiking it, but I'm sure y'all have read the research on artificial sweeteners and then still like triggering your body to circulate more insulin, etc., etc. So yeah, I know it's not the best thing for me. So anyway, this is my soup. I figured while I eat that, we will go over her macros for the day. It is after 6 p.m. I wish you could see Bryce shoving her face right now with food. She literally is just like, they are sitting at their little table eating dinner, and we are standing up in the kitchen because really, I don't know if you could get the full gist of it earlier, that we have just been chasing the babies. We had planned to do things with them outside today, and then with the storming and stuff, that couldn't happen. So I did just get through doing some workbook lessons with Blair. They're eating their food, and then they'll be having bath time, and then they will be going to sleep, and I will be going to sleep shortly thereafter. So as promised, I said earlier I would give you a recap of my macros. The last time I figured out my macros, I needed to have only 1220 calories a day. A lot of keto people don't look at calories, but you know, it doesn't matter what you're doing if you're doing it long enough, you know, input versus output. Anyway, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, so I need to do your own research for what works for you. But what works for me is this: about 1220 a day calories, shoot for no more than 25 net carbs, about 74 grams of protein, and 91 grams of fat. Those are ideal. Everything I had today, I had my water, I had my Coke Zeros, my little mini Coke Zeros. I had my coffee that just had my 1 tablespoon of Kerrygold butter, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, my sweetener, and then I had my second cup of coffee that we left the sweetener out of, but still put a tablespoon of cream, a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter, and a scoop of the Key Nutrients Cocoa. So I had both of those, and that's enough fats to really get me through until lunchtime. At lunch, we had Chaffles, and we make our Chaffles a little differently than a lot of people that I see doing, because we do add a tiny bit of almond flour to give it just more of a bread-like texture. So we had to figure out our carbs and all of that good stuff for our chaffle and our sandwiches. One of the meats in the salami tray does have like a carb piece. Ellie ate that on his. I only had the sopressata, but I only had an ounce of one of the ones that has 0 carbs. Is it sopressata? There we go. Sopressata. I'm still probably pronouncing that all kinds of wrong. So I had about an ounce of that, a slice of the Havarti cheese on my Chaffles with a tiny bit of spicy brown mustard, and I had a half a bag or less of the Quevos, which again were excellent. That's it, right? Coffees, lunch, and then Coke Zeros. I've had a couple of these little cans today, and then my soup. And on my soup, my husband figured out my macros for me today. So he actually allotted me 2 tablespoons of sour cream on this in my macros, and I put it in there. But I guess I just didn't even get to the freaking point, which is, I wrote this out in my just like quick writing, chicken scratch taking notes, but my calories are 1508 for today. I am not mad at that at all, and that's with having the cocoa. Net carbs, I killed it at 15. Protein is a little bit higher at 93 than the 74, but I'm not mad at that because my fat is also a little bit higher at 115 than 91. So proportion wise, ratio wise, that's looking great. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lose a whole bunch of weight hitting those calories, but 1500 calories is still very low, I think, especially for all the action that we've been forced to take part in today. There you go, guys. That's our full day of eating. It's a very realistic full day of eating. I know a lot of you think I cook every single night. You're like, oh man, I wish I was eating at your house. Like, you must cook every night. I don't. I cook the first half of the week, and the second half of the week we eat everything that's there, and then as you can see, we're at the end of our leftovers, and I will start back up cooking for the next week tomorrow. I'm so tired, guys, and I have to finish tomorrow's video, so there you go. Full day of eating for the keto diet to maintain. So like, comment, subscribe. If you like this style of video at all, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I anticipate this will only get like 100 views if I'm really, really lucky. And if that's the case, we probably won't be doing them anymore, because it's, you know, that's a lot.
But if you do, there may be more.
But I promised to do it, so here it is. All right. Love you. Mean it. Thank you so much to all of you that come back week after week and watch our videos. If you made it this far, thank you for humoring us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Come on, you Spurs.
Super